All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So you can see what is happening in Southeast. You can see what is happening in Okigwe. You can see how this Nigerian military have started again. Why on earth will Nigerian military enter a community and start bombing the community? Now, this is their new trend now. This time around, they are bombing different communities in Southeast. That is it. This is their new trend now. Each community they enter in Southeast, they bomb those communities. So, in Finland, the Ministry of Defense, that the defense staff, have sent a direct warning to Nigerian military. Everything has been exposed to the Finland authorities and the world authorities. Every damage, every kidnapping, every destruction the Nigerian military has caused in Southeast have been captured and sent to the governing body, that's the world body. Because we, the local media, the Nigerian media will not be able to share all this information. So we, the local media, all we can do is to be able to share this legit information so that the whole world will realize what is actually happening in Southeast. So if you don't know, it's happening in Okigwe. They have started destroying Okigwe and destroying innocent buildings and destroying innocent Biafrans. So a lot have been said. A lot have been said. Now, relax and listen to our defense minister. Then you understand what we are fighting for. No matter how the terrorists want, no matter what they want, we will keep protecting our land because we have the tools. We have the tools to protect ourselves. We have the tools to protect ourselves. Look at what's happened in Finland. Look at how the whole Nigerian state was exposed. They blocked every media houses in Nigeria not to broadcast what is happening in Finland. You can see what is happening on social media. They have blocked every platform just to enable them not to broadcast what is happening in Finland. But we, the local media, have the authorities and will have everything in place to show you all these things. So do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe and relax and listen so that you understand what we are fighting for. Then you understand the authenticity of what we are fighting for. How the Nigerian terrorists have been trying so hard to destroy our land. Now listen.
The United States of Biafra Constitution has been adopted, and the copies, you can pick up your copies and all that. The next item we are going to present to you is the United States of Biafra currency. United States of Biafra Constitution and our declaration page. Very, very important. Thank you so much, Biafrans. We have presented the United States of Biafra currency. I know we also have our financial monetary policy for the United States of Biafra, and we are also going to do the formal thing that we do for Biafrans here present and friends of Biafrans. If you are in this room and you do not support the use, the approval of the currency of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. If you do not support the use, the approval of the currency and monetary policies of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. So we have 100% approval. All hail Biafra! Thank you so much. Happy. As some of you have been following our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, during his presentations and plans that he has. Based on the approval and what our Prime Minister has wanted to be done. Our Prime Minister, most of you that have listened to him, followed him, will bear witness to this statement that our Prime Minister has always said, once the United States of Biafra is declared, the current Brigade cabinet will be dissolved. And on that note, based on the powers vested on me, I hereby dissolve the current Brigade cabinet of the Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto. Thank you so much. Really come a long way. So, no shaking. So, by the grace of God, I am Dr. Dorothy Anthony. I am the Secretary for the Women and Children Services. I was tasked by His Excellency, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, on September 13, 2024, to be one of the inquiry team regarding the structure of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And on the November 1st, which was my birthday, thank you. On November 1st, 2024, I was appointed to head the Biafra Republic government in exile structure with 3 other team members. 4 committee members, which includes Honorable Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, Honorable Paul Adenam, and Honorable Uche Obi. This structure has been approved by His Excellency, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. So, the presentation of the pre- and post-United States of Biafra structure. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, His Excellency, my Prime Minister, Simon Njoku. I know his spirit is here, so we should not be ignorant of that fact. So, distinguished guests, esteemed leaders, honored delegates, Biafrans all over the world listening to me, and will listen to me later on, it is with great honor and deep gratitude that I stand before you today as we gather for this momentous occasion and declaration, the Convention of the United States of Biafra. This convention has marked a significant milestone in the long-standing journey of the Biafran people.
What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Water is not for you. It's not where black people go. My skin thrives in the water. In a past world, there was no safety. There was no safety for my body. There was no safety for my identity. There was no safety for my skin. My name is Zandi Lindlovu, also known as the Black Mermaid. Freedom was until I lay on that water and I was just perfect. However imperfect I was in the world, there was this one place where I could do no wrong. Freediving for me is leaving our world to see the most incredible world there is. As you're diving, your body is like a
long-standing journey of the Biafran people. A journey defined by resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to the liberation, justice, dignity of our people. Today we have come together to reaffirm our shared history, struggle, and vision for a future where every Biafran can live in peace, prosperity, progress, freedom, and pride. Whether at home or in the diaspora, you can attest to our ID card. So our gathering is a testament of our past and a promise to our future. In the future, the ideals of freedom, equality, and unity will guide us, whether we like it or not. As to build a society, a country that will honor our heritage and respect every human right of the Biafran citizens. As we engage in this presentation today, with our shared ideas and deliberate on the past, on the best paths forward, let us remember also that this convention that has led to our declaration is not merely about the political or economic structures we wish to create, but about the heart and soul of Biafran people. The spirit that has sustained us through adversity, through injustices and hardship, because most of us in diaspora still face untold hardships. Some are even in the prisons. Some are, are jobless even while they are diaspora. So we are taking our destiny in our hands. We're already taking it already. We have taken our destiny in our hands. So it is this spirit that will continue to drive all of us towards the fulfillment of our collective aspiration. So we already closing the convention today, and I use this opportunity and this space for us to reflect, collaborate, and forge strong, united, and sovereign future for the United States of Biafra. We are here to present to us the structure of the United States of Biafra. The structure of the United States of Biafra is one rooted in justice, equity, respect for the diverse cultures, traditions, aspirations, our experiences, and our professionalism. You know very well that Biafrans have a great and huge human resources. It is designed to ensure that the rights of all citizens are protected and that every state, every county, every ward, region, or community and individual has a voice to shaping our collective future. So we are calling on Biafrans all over the world, bring your talent, bring your gift, let us go on board and create our nation. Good. Thank you. So we are presenting to you the pre and post structure of the United States of Biafra that will be guided by professionals, experienced, and talented Biafrans. So please, I use this opportunity also to indulge all of us. Please let us try as much as we can, right after this convention or declaration, to do the right thing, to stand on the truth. Please, wherever you are, don't think, oh, nobody is seeing me, let me misbehave, or let me, behave awkward. Please let us respect our nation and work towards a beautiful and the best country in the world. So as we are working together collaboratively to build this stronger, united, and free United States of Biafra, I start with, you can see, we have this structure, this historic Biafra Redeclaration Convention. We present and affirm the organizational structure of our beloved United States of Biafra. The drive for this structure is rooted on the enduring values of self-determination, justice, peace, unity, and progress, and equity. This framework represents our vision for a free and sovereign nation born from resilience and a shared commitment. The United States of Biafra's organizational structure is crafted to uphold every citizen's rights and dignity, foster inclusion and innovation, and guarantee the effective management of our diverse resources, both human and natural resources. It reflects our aspiration to build a nation where governance is transparent, accountable, and accessible. We embark on this transformation journey, or transformative journey, to shape a future honoring our heroes and our heroines, past and present struggles, securing our present stability, and inspiring future generations. Together, we lay the foundation of a prosperous, peaceful, and sovereign of the United States of Biafra. Right here, we have the table of contents. We have the map of the United States of Biafra and the 40 states and their capital. We also have the separation of powers, the cabinet members, and departments. I'm sorry, we are using departments and not ministries. And we are going to use secretaries and not ministers. Yeah. So, organogram of Biafra government, structure of the cabinet and all the departments. So here comes the separation of powers. We have the executive power. If, you know, I just have to go through the titles, because if we continue talking about everything, we will not get out of here today. So we have the judicial power, we have the legislative power, that's the parliament. So here comes the cabinet of the United States of Biafra. The prime minister, the deputy prime minister, the secretary of state, secretary of the treasury, the chief of staff, the attorney general, that's under justice and legal affairs, secretary of defense. And now we have the heads of departments. So as a new country, you know, we'll be wondering, why don't we have maybe, you know, so many departments? You know, as time goes on, we'll be expanding everything. But now we just want to start with something. Because, you know, we don't have our resources are not just present, we have to build on it. So as we build on it, we'll be able to expand further. And also, I want to use this opportunity to state categorically that this structure, each department here, might have up to 10 to 30 units. So nobody should get worried about what you're going to do. Everybody will have something to do, please. So here we have the departments, Secretary of Interior and Homeland Security, Secretary of Transportation and Logistics, Secretary of Oil and Gas, Secretary of Health and Human Resources, Secretary of Science and Technology, Secretary of Education. Our education has suffered, so this time we are going to take it, you know, head on. Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Commerce and Industry, Secretary of Finance and Economic Development, Secretary of Community and Social Services. So let's go on. So Secretary of Housing, Urban Development and Infrastructure, Secretary of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Secretary of Employment, Labor and Productivity, Secretary of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, Secretary of Youth and Sports, Secretary of Arts, Culture and Tourism, Secretary of Water Resources and Environmental Management, Policy and Strategic Planning. And that's all for this department. So here comes the organizational structure. Like you can see, this is the organizational structure of what I've just mentioned to you, from the cabinet members to the heads of the departments. And that's the Prime Minister's office. Let me briefly, talk about it. The Prime Minister is the head of government, responsible for leading the executive branch and implementing policies to advance the nation's development. As the central figure in governance, the Prime Minister oversees national strategy, coordinates between ministries and represents our departments and represents the country in domestic and international affairs. The Prime Minister is responsible for the day-to-day administration of the government. Some of the specific duties of the Prime Minister include appointing and dismissing secretaries or ministers, no more ministers but secretaries, introducing legislation to Parliament, representing the United States of Biafra at international conference and summits, making decisions on major policy issues, overseeing the work of the government's bureaucracy, providing leadership to the country, and the strategic importances. He drives national progress, ensures stability, and opposes the United States of Biafra values and aspiration. The leadership shapes the government's effectiveness in delivering meaningful change and fostering unity among citizens. And those are the units under the Prime Minister. Like I said, this might be few of the units under the Prime Minister's office. As we grow, the department will expand. So please, everybody should calm their minds and be rest assured, if you are, you have that skill, you have that talent, you have that experience, you're going to work for the people of, the Biafran people. This is the office of the Chief of Staff. Just 3 people are under his or her office. And that's the Secretary of State. Department of State. Now, here in the Department of State, we only have 8 units. So we will still have more of these units as time unfolds. So, Secretary of the Defense of the United States of Biafra. You can see we have the military, the Air Force, the Biafra Navy, the Border Control, and some other units under it. So whoever that is going to head, whoever that is the secretary of each department knows what he or she wants and knows what will make the United States of Biafra, a nation to reckon with, depending on your department. So Department of Defense, this is the organizational structure for the Department of Defense. And that's the treasury, the treasurer. For now, I could say they have only 5 units. As time unfolds, whoever that is the secretary knows what he or she wants, knows how to, move the United States of Biafra forward. This is the Bank of the United States of Biafra. Already, our Honorable COS has already, talked about it comprehensively this afternoon. And that's she spoke of that. Then this is the Department for Justice and Legal Affairs. This is Employment, Labor and Productivity. These are the duties. Education. Here, Biafra Department of Science and Technology and Education. We have, instead of bringing everything together, we want to give the best to our children. Someone mentioned